Hey guys, I haven't had any videos very often anymore, but I've been trying to get back to that. But here it is, a Sunday. We had a tornado to come through on a Wednesday, and we lost, it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe it was Wednesday though. But we lost all our power, so that's why I'm just not getting to it. But I'm just going to show you, we had a tree to fall on the house, got my car too, that kind of made me mad. Like, look at the windshield to my car. 95 Pontiac Firebird. Now my windshield's busted, and it put a hole in my dash, so that pretty much took me off. And surprised that garage stayed standing. We had a tree to fall on the house though, like I was saying. Here's all the limbs to it, pine tree. There's a bunch of stacked wood from it, and then we got all these big logs out here in the front. I mean, they're bigger than I am. We had this front where it had hit, and the back's the real bad part. I mean, put a hole in our ceiling and everything. We have a tree right over there. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's right there. It fell over. We had trees way back that way, fell over. I already cut one out. There was one right down there. The whole come off of the top of one of these up here in the front of our yard. Yeah, it was an F3 tornado that came through down here where we was at. Right up there is where it broke off, and it flew and landed all the way over there. I done cut it up and threw it down in the woods. But I had another pine tree to fall down in my trails down there. And we probably got the least amount of damage around here. I mean, these people got it way worse than we did. Like, there's all those trees done fell over. It's kind of hard to see it. I don't know if it'd be easier. But see, I'm like within hand reaching distance of this power line. And we got power now today, so I may want to stay clear of that. But here's a tree limb come out of a pine tree. Pretty long one. Looks like a pine tree itself. But you can hear chainsaws in the background. I don't know if y'all can, but everybody's been working on getting all these trees out of the yards. But yeah, I think they done been out here. The power people's done been out here once fixing the support cables up there, and they're supposed to be coming back. Well, they have cut. Yeah, they have cut the power line off the trees now. I think it's sagging pretty bad. I mean, look at this. It's about 3 feet from the ground, if that. But yet they cut all the trees off and stuff. And so we don't even know when they done this. We're not sure when. And we've been at home. I think it's sometime late last night. They've been having to work 24/7 to get all this done. There's a broke cable to something. Right there next to my foot. Looks like a phone cable or something. But yeah, you got all these, a bunch of splinter trees. There's a splintered pine tree up there. And these trees, all these trees come uprooted. These are some strong winds, and we got a pine tree right there. That one's leaning back that way from it. Let me get down here in the woods so I can show you all these trees that uprooted. Good thing I'm not allergic to poison oak, because it's everywhere out here. Right here's one of the pine trees that broke off the top of that one right there. And then there's another one way back there. And then we got all those done fell. More pieces of wood, splintered wood everywhere. Every bit of this was destroyed though. Let's see, here's an uprooted tree right here. Big tree too. Big oak tree. Should be cutting that up, selling it for firewood. There's the back of it and where it come uprooted. There's another one uprooted. Pine tree. A bunch more back there. One there. One way back there. I mean, pretty much all these come uprooted. There's one right over there. It got pretty bad down here. But like I said, we got the least amount of damage out of everybody around here. Well, I'll take that back. We second least, I guess you could say. Because our neighbors across the street, they live in a trailer. Not a thing happened to them. And they're out in the open and everything. They just had an apple tree to fall over on the side, but it didn't even do any damage to their trailer. I'm gonna get back here and show you the back of the house now. I heard down there on the Suck Egg Road, just down the road from me, I heard that just about every tree down there is knocked over, laying over, and all the houses are pretty much destroyed back there. I can't believe this garage stayed standing though. It wobbles when you touch it. Right there's where the tree broke off of that landed on our house. There's still half of it standing, but it broke off the side. Here's pieces of it. And left a channel across the roof. We got a tarp and tent up there. Cause like I said, it put a hole in our living room. There's another tree uprooted over there, right next to our house. And I'm running out of breath now, all this uphill. This one left the biggest hole. Well, the ground just caved in. I about fell in. That would have been kind of funny on camera. But here's this uprooted tree. It goes back through there. One of the birds or something. That's our neighbors just right through the woods, right over there on the other side of those woods. And they didn't get hit by nothing. Hold on a minute, I'll go try to show you through all the logs again. But yeah, my mom's in there having to suck up this water because after it busted the hole, it was still pouring rain, so water got everywhere in the house. The hole in the roof. And all this over here was soaked with water. And then over there on the wall, the panel's starting to come off where it got wet. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. This right here should be pretty simple to fix. I mean, just put your jack in the board up under that, jack that board back up and hammer it back in there. You should have a patio again. Luckily the truck come out, not a scratch on it, so, and it was parked right here where this car was. But see, I did have this car parked right here in this spot, and one of the tree limbs, after that hit, one of the tree limbs stabbed right through the front of the car. I mean, there's glass all in the car, all over the seats, on the dash. I mean, it's everywhere. And even my mirror's hanging down from the window. I mean, there's people everywhere. We've had a bunch of volunteers to come out around here. I was helping do a little bit of community work. There wasn't really much. But I couldn't get my chainsaw going, and I finally got it going. And there's a big gap of no trees back there. Got plenty of sunlight coming through now. But I'll try to get y'all back with some more video of other places around here. I'm sure other people will be having videos up of it. It's pretty bad. I know some of the other, like Huntsville and Tuscaloosa, places like that, they got hit harder than we did. That and Phil Campbell. And there was a jet ski down in Phil Campbell I was thinking about getting, but they got wiped out, so I doubt that jet ski's there anymore. But I'll see y'all later.